Yo, what's up? What's up? This is another episode of Straight Talk, No Chaser. I am your host, L. Gregory, aka Lee Nose, accompanied by my boy.
It is Mr. John Alvarado from Colorado, 5280, still feeling warm in the 80s, bro. As a matter of fact, what's going on, man?
It's getting brisk in the morning,
Hey,
but we still seeing those 80s. I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining either, but I will say I'm a little mad in the morning when I have to get up and go outside with the dogs because yeah, it's nice little 40s. We're
I
tipping
mean,
40s now. I'm like,
it
yeah.
depends. It depends. Adult diapers. Adult diapers. It depends. Because right now, it's football season. This is what I'm used to. You laughing at adult diapers.
Bro.
It depends. It's like football season. I like brisk, cool mornings because it's the best time to run. It's the best you could. I mean, not maybe not out here in Utah with this horrible air quality. You could get some good deep breaths in. If you like going grounding, it's good to feel the grass between your toes. My boys probably watching this like, who is this guy? Yes, I go grounding. I'm older now.
It
I'm older.
depends.
Adult diapers, bro. It depends.
Yeah, yeah.
But I haven't seen any snow on the mountains yet, so that's a good sign. It's a good sign. As soon as I see
Let's
snow on
not
the, on the mountain,
Can we not say the S word, bro? I
sorry,
don't even want to put it in the universe right now. I know it's coming,
sorry,
but I don't want to even say it. I
I'm
don't even
sorry.
want to go there.
I'm not going to delete what I just said, but every time somebody plays it, they will hear the S word. So I'm
S
sorry.
word. Damn
I'm,
it.
I'm sorry in advance. But what I wanted to talk about today was those individuals who preach on life and how you should act in your life, whether religion you should follow, whether how you should um act a certain way in your relationship or just in general. But when it comes around and you look at their life, they do none of the things that they're telling you to do. I want to talk about hypocrites.
Oh,
Is that
damn.
that's a harsh word, bro. Are you a
Damn.
hypocrite? You a hypocrite.
Damn.
How are you telling me to be a certain way in my life and you're pretending to do it in your life? Don't pretend for me. You ain't got to
Yeah.
pretend for me. Be who you are, but don't interject what you think I should do and be all holy about what I should do in my life when you over there doing the total opposite. How you feel
Well,
about that?
bro, it's and again, you can go in a lot of ways with this, but religion, and I'm not even gonna go there. Hey, if you just saw this, I'm not going there. But what I'm saying is, to your point, right? It's no different than politics. It's no
Mm-hmm.
different than marriage. It's no different than, just about anything that you could think about as far as subjects in this world, especially sensitive ones, some stuff that really, really pisses people off.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a stance on where they're sitting with it.
100%.
And then all of a sudden they're like, well, you are not doing this my way. So therefore, I don't like you. I don't like your approach. I don't like this. You should be doing it this way. Meanwhile, like you say, the same person is not practicing what they preach.
100%. It's like going to a relationship counselor and a woman's divorced. I'm not taking your advice because why are you not in your marriage?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking your advice. You could tell me how to meet him. You could tell me how to get her, like get the go and how to go on dates. You could tell me how to buy gifts. But when it comes to marriage relationship, if you're divorced, I'm not listening to a word you say
Exactly.
because you are no longer with your significant other. Now, same thing with a job. It goes in all aspects in relationships, like and professional, even in impersonal. Like you say, we don't want to touch on religion. We say this, ladies and gentlemen, because people are uber sensitive. They're uber sensitive, and I know. Straight talk, no chaser. Straight talk. That will be an episode that'll probably get us shut down because I don't want to offend anybody.
Right.
I do, but I don't.
Right. I
I
do, but
do,
I
but I
don't.
don't. Because it's the same thing, like you said, religion, political. I could talk about the politics, but I'm not gonna tell you what party I'm with because then you'll look at me in a different light. Oh, Lonnie's
Yep.
this or John's that. Mm-mm.
Yep. Hmm.
My friend said, "Did you watch the debate the other day?" No, I did not. Sorry, I missed it.
Sorry. I was
Oh
too busy
man.
living my life.
Because these are also people who are telling us what they're going to do, but don't follow anything that they say they're going to do.
Oh,
I'll
oh,
say that on that.
thank you.
I'll
Thank you.
say that on that. These are people who are told what to do. We're worried about the presidency when we should be looking at the House where the bills are passed. That's what we should be paying attention to. We learned this in elementary school.
Yes, we did.
The presidency is far fetched. We shouldn't even be looking at that. That should be something in a far distance. We should be looking inside the House to see who's passing these laws. But that's all I'll say. Now, I don't speak on it because I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Exactly. Because you don't know everything, bro. I mean, neither do I.
No,
We
no, but if
don't.
you, I don't. But I'm also not going to listen to somebody that's going to tell me what to do with my life and they're not following or they're pretending to do it. Then you find out that you ever had that person in your life, John, when you listen to that friend and you're like, man, they know what they're talking about. I listen to them all the time. Then you find out that they've been foolish the entire
Absolutely.
time.
The whole time. The
You're
whole
like,
time.
you fucking hypocrite.
Yep.
How are you telling me? Or hey, honey, what you read? I'm reading this book by this lady who about relationships. Oh, is she married? No. Close that
No.
book. Close that book. Everybody online wants to tell you how to handle your child, what to do with your child. These are signs of a good relationship. These are signs of a bad relationship. But I guarantee you, when those cameras are off, they are doing nothing of what they're teaching. Nothing at all.
Bro, and the truth is, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The only thing that you speak on is what you have battle scars on, that you literally have been through. And that's honestly, bro, why you and I can sit here and do this, because we've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through it. And because we've been through it, there are certain aspects of this life that we've experienced that we can say, yes,
Mm-hmm.
confidently, this is what
Yep.
I can tell you. This is what, I can share with you. What you do with it is on you, right?
$100.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm
100%.
just simply saying that the reason why I can speak on this, why people say, "Oh, why are you qualified?" Well, let me tell you why I'm qualified. Let me just explain for just a moment why I'm qualified to speak on this particular topic, right?
100%.
And that's bro, honestly, I don't want to speak on shit that I don't know. I sound
100%.
I would sound stupid. Or what's the topic we have? You sound dumb
You
when
sound
you
dumb.
talk about something
Check
that
that
you
out.
don't know. Yes,
Link
check
in
that
bio.
episode out.
Link in bio. But like when I say I'm not gonna listen to you on marriage advice if you're divorced, and it doesn't mean I'm not gonna hear you out. It
Right.
means it means that who are you to judge me on mine when yours didn't last?
Hmm.
That's what it means.
Hmm.
My best friend said, I wish, people would treat relationships like, our parents did back in the day.
Yeah.
And if your parents weren't married and then you never seen your dad or your mom or your dad never had a relationship, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about those couples that have been married for 25, 35, 45.
Yeah.
Spoke to a person the other day, they were married for 65 years.
Yeah. Yes.
65 years. I'll take
You
advice
go get
from
advice from
them
them. You get advice from them.
because I guarantee you they argued. There was probably signs of infidelity.
Yep.
There was probably signs of depression. There were signs where I don't even want to be with you right now. No one is
Yep.
happy 24/7, wants to be all cuddly, lovey
No.
dovey every single day. There are going to be times where you bump heads. There are going to be times where you don't want to even, hey, get away from me right now, John. I don't want to see you right. It's going to be times where that happens.
Yeah.
But how do you handle those situations? Do you get up and run like this generation does? Do you get up and find somebody else new to do the same exact thing that you just did with the previous relationship because you didn't
Smart
learn
play.
from the last relationship? Or do you make it last? Like Keith Sweat, do you make it last forever? Do you make it last?
Damn.
Look at like
Did you just go back to our teenage days, bro? You did, didn't you?
I heard him singing
Yes.
in my head when I said
I
it
re-
too.
But bro, I'm gonna say this too, man, is the part that really gets me in all this is that you're now looking at this circle, and we've talked about the circle. All this comes together. I love our podcast because all the topics we have, that we jumble them together, and the sixth
Mm-hmm.
man comes in place. And that's why we talk about your five closest friends, because Is one of them on his way to a divorce? And if so, why is he giving you advice on how you should date? Is another man about to claim bankruptcy? How is he giving you advice on what to do with your money? So this is the thing we talk about, having this circle of people around you. They should be the ones where you're so intrigued because of what they're doing that you absolutely want that advice because you see the results behind it. It's not just them going, "Yeah, you should be this way," but then I'm going to go home and lay on the couch for 4 hours and do nothing. But that's
100%.
what you should do. Not
100%.
me. That's what you should do.
I'm not taking money advice from a dude who could barely manage his check.
Right.
I'm not taking money advice from a guy who has nothing in savings. I'm not taking any advice from someone who preaches on how to do things and then does a total opposite.
Mm.
I'm not. Neither should you. Neither should you. But that's the problem with the world today. We take advice from everybody because everybody thinks they're an expert on
Yep.
everything when they're not.
They're not.
This world is full of hypocrites.
100%. 100%, bro. And I'll tell you right now, it's just like you say before. If you're looking for the secret sauce in here, it's simple. Speak on what you know about. It's called a niche or niche, whatever you want to call it, right?
If you
Speak
want to
on what you
sound
know.
if you want to sound great, you say niche. If you want to sound normal, you say niche. This is your niche.
Once again, you want to see the argument on that? Oh, this is how you should say it. Really? Based off of what?
None of you knew how to spell demure until that came out on Insta. Are you demure? Nobody even knew what that word meant.
Oh,
Yes, thank you. You see, everybody wants to make damn TikToks and reels about the word. But are you like, get out? Come on, man. Stop
yeah.
following people. Be
Yeah.
leaders. Set the trends. Don't follow the trends. Set the trends. Because I guarantee you, the person, and I don't know who they are, that came up with that reel is not that word.
No.
Half of you, more than half of you that make reels about that word barely knew how to spell it and are not that word. You do nothing in your life to portray that word. Be who you are. Be your advice. My wife gets on me about that all the time. She reminds me of my profession because besides this podcast, I'm also a mentor and motivational speaker. She reminds me 24/7, which is why I love her. Which is why I love her. You know, you're not following what you preach. She'll call me up because it's not calling me out because she doesn't want to hurt my feelings. She's calling me up. You're not following what you preach, babe. And I look at her like, she's right.
That's a good
But I
partner.
would never tell her that. I would never say you're right. I would never say you're right because that's like, he said I'm right.
Why,
Like
why,
that's
why, bro? Why do you think I didn't say she's right? I said that's a good partner.
right. That's me.
Shout
Wait,
out
wait.
to you. Shout out to the wifey.
Hey,
She's not right, but she's a good partner.
she's on the right path.
She's on
I
the right
hear
path.
you. I'm like, I hear you. Okay, but you need
Hey,
somebody.
she might not like me after that, so I better zip it. I better stop.
But you need somebody like that. You need a person in your corner. I'm pretty sure John, your wife does the same thing. I'm like, John, come
Same
on
way,
now.
bro. Yep.
You need somebody like that in your life, whether it's your significant other, your husband, your wife, your
Yep.
your your friend. You need somebody to call you up on your ish, and not someone who's pretending to be something that they're not, so they can just interject information into your life. Hey, man, you shouldn't do that. You should do this way. But then you look in their life, and it's
Well,
nowhere near.
you think about it, bro. I love that you brought that up about, being a mentor, and just somebody who helps add value to others, right? And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's important, bro, because what I'm realizing sitting in the same space as you is there's a lot of that out there. And what I've talked to is a lot of people that have scar tissue around dealing with people that didn't do what they said they were going to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Selling courses online. I am the best coach you're going to have. Bro, I've seen this in so many different ways. And all I can think about is, like you say, standing out. Well, to stand out, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you said you're going to show up at a certain time, show up at a certain time. If you said you had a course that's going to absolutely do X, Y, and Z by the time it's said and done, you better make sure, damn sure, that it can do that. And if it
100%.
can't, don't even go there. Simple as
Information
that.
is free, ladies and gentlemen. Let me throw it
Yes, it
out there.
is.
Information is free, especially in this day and age. Information is free. And knowledge is power, but only when you put it into action. All this
Mm,
stuff is online.
yes, it
Before
is.
it was online, it was in books. The library is
Mm,
free. Information is free. You don't have to pay to be maybe a doctor, sure. Licensed mechanic, sure. These are high powered professions. But for me to be who I am in my life, I'm only talking about my life experiences because, like you said, I've been through it. I have scar tissue. I don't talk about things that I don't have experience in. I don't. I don't. What's the point? Then I'm being a hypocrite. I
yeah,
don't
bro.
speak on things that I don't know about.
And I'll tell you what makes you sound even more intelligent, bro, is when you say that. Meaning, prime example, during the day as a trainer, I train on certain software. And if somebody asks a question in that group and says, well, John, yes, I understand what the system can do, but can you speak on what my HR policy is to this? No, I cannot. You know why?
That's
Because I don't know it.
that's
So
when
I
you'll
think the
call
best thing
me.
for you to do is to get back with your leadership, get back with your HR team, and you guys have
Mm-hmm.
that discussion. Bro, you'd be surprised, man. People are like, they love it because you're not pretending to be the subject matter expert on every single thing. You sound dumb when you do that.
You don't have to know everything.
No,
And if you don't know everything, it's okay. Don't pretend that you do. Stop pretending. That's what the world needs to stop doing. Stop pretending to be something that you're not. Stop pretending to know information about things that you don't know. Stop
right.
speaking on people when you don't know nothing about their life.
There it is. There it is. And until
Point
you can sit
blank.
and have a conversation with somebody, you're not going to know them. So stop judging them based off of what you think happens. Bro, no different than driving down the road. And why do we have so much road rage? Because you're assuming that person cut you off because it was a clear vendetta toward you. When in fact, what could really be the case is they could be on their way to the hospital
Yeah,
to maybe see the birth of a child, whatever it is, bro. You don't know. So
you don't
stop
know.
assuming that you do know and feeling like someone was personally attacking you, bro. None of this stuff is personal attack, right? It's
Um,
just, I mean, this is the thing. I'm sure there's probably situations where there is, but on the road, I can tell you that's not the case.
I seen something on Instagram the other day where someone posted that my page is public but not my life. How?
How?
I get what you were trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
but how? If your page is public, whatever you post on your page is public. If you're posting your life on your page, then your life is public. Don't You can't separate the two. You can't
Bro,
separate the two. That's like
it's
saying
so
real quick. That's like saying I have a two seater, but there's only room for one. How's that sound?
I'm being a little animated today because it gets me. But the other thing I'll say, one of my really good friends, he said, don't say something out loud that you don't want repeated back to you one day. Bro, that's the best advice, dude. Because this is the thing, it goes to speaking, and then it also goes to sending that picture that you're not supposed to send,
Mm,
sending that text that you're not supposed to send,
mm,
pushing stuff out there, bro. You realize whatever we put out there is out there forever.
100%.
Forever. It's
100%.
not, oh yeah, I only have the one copy and that's it. No, it's out there. It's
100%.
out there. Somebody sees it.
Snapchat, you think those pictures disappear?
They just
Nope.
go away.
They may disappear for you, but please believe that they're sitting somewhere.
So
And I say this all the time. We are not perfect. We're just speaking on things that we know of. We have made mistakes in our lives, but
yes, we
we
have.
chose not to become those mistakes.
That's it. That's it.
So
That's the gold.
that's it right there, man. Stop being hypocrites. Stop pretending to be something that you're not, then giving that pretend information on your pretend life to someone who's really going through it.
Mm, mm, mm.
Stop being a
Ooh,
hypocrite.
ooh, I'm raising my glass to that one already, dude. That one was fire.
Let me reach over
That was
here.
good.
And as you know, oh, it's a little blurred out. This is mental juice. All right. This is some of that good old mental clarity. Improves my reaction time. John is sipping on that good H2O like Bobby
Yeah,
Boucher.
yep.
Um, speaking of, they're coming out with a new movie with that Adam Sandler
Oh
doing.
yeah, it's Happy Gilmore too, right?
Happy Get. I don't think they should leave it alone. Just let the original sit. Don't make a part two.
They
There's no
should
need
have.
for part twos.
I don't have high expectations, but I'm a fan of the movie, but yeah, we'll
You
just
did.
see what's
He's
happening.
also doing The Simpsons. I don't know if you saw that. He's doing
Yes,
so that's gonna be
yes,
dope. But my
yes.
friend, cheers to you. Cheers to everybody out there who are really preaching what they're going through in life and not pretending to go through to fit in to someone
Mm,
else's life. Uh,
mm, mm, mm.
Straight talk, no chaser. Cheers, bro. But you have just witnessed another episode of Straight Talk, No Chaser. I am your boy, L. Gregory, aka Lee Knows, accompanied by.
It is John Alvarado, the 5280 man. Thank you guys so much for another great episode, my brother. Love you, man. Thank you so
Love you
much.
too. Till next time.